Voting is underway for the crucial elections in Israel as its longest-serving Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu goes head-to-head with Israel's former military chief Benny Gantz. It's a crucial contest, the second election in Israel in less than 6 months. Earlier today, Benjamin Netanyahu and wife Sarah casted their ballots in Jerusalem. Israelis across the country are casting their votes in that crucial election. Netanyahu's main rival, Benny Gantz, and Benjamin Netanyahu both have taken tough stands on Israel's security, which has, of course, been a key issue for Israelis. What sets them apart, though, is ideology, Benny Gantz being the favorite among the country's more moderate centrist voters.
בבחירות צמודות, אני יכול לאשר לכם הבוקר הן צמודות מאוד. אני קורא לכל אזרחי ישראל לבוא ולהצביע, כמו שאני ואשתי באנו להצביע. לא אומר לכם מה, כן? שיהיה בהצלחה. תודה.
שלום לאזרחי ישראל, רעייתי, אני ומשפחתי שמחים לפתוח את הבוקר במהלך מאוד חשוב לדמוקרטיה הישראלית, הצבעה. אני קורא לכל אזרחי ישראל ללכת ולהצביע כפי צו מצפונם. אני אשכרה ממליץ לכם כחול לבן, אבל מכבד כל החלטה. חשוב מאוד שכולם יממשו את זכותם, שהיא חובה אזרחית מהמעלה הראשונה. כל אחד שלא יושב בבית לא לוקח אחריות על מה שיקרה כאן. אנחנו רוצים תקווה חדשה, אנחנו מצביעים לשינוי היום, אנחנו נצליח להביא תקווה, נצליח להביא שינוי, ללא שחיתות, ללא קיצוניות, כולם ביחד שיהיה לנו יום מוצלח בכל הארץ.
The most observable impact of these elections, at least on the world stage, would be how the new Prime Minister deals with the Palestine issue, with Netanyahu taking a lot more vocal stand with his decision to annex Jewish settlements in the West Bank. Both Netanyahu and his challenger Benny Gantz visited the Western Wall the previous night to hold a prayer at the Jewish holy site. And our West Asia Bureau Chief Daniele Pagani has been getting us the very latest from on ground. He earlier caught up with political consultant Jodie Cohen. Take a listen into some perspectives.
We are witnessing an unprecedented event here in Israel. The country is voting for the second time in 6 months. And Benjamin Netanyahu, the current Prime Minister, has a lot to lose. We have with us to try to decode way better than what I could do the Israeli national elections, Jodie Cohen, a political analyst. Thank you very much for joining us. My first question to you is, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is well known around the world. Many maybe thinks that he actually resembles Israel. He is Israel in terms of symbolism. Do you think that the current international scenario is going to help him or maybe play against him?
I think the current international situation in the region is serious. There are serious threats coming from Iran and all the surrounding countries. Obviously, the threat of nuclear weapons coming from Iran. And that is the most important issue for many people in this election. Netanyahu is known as Mr. Security, so that could play in his favour with a lot of people heading to the polls with that in mind. Then again, he's had many years to deal with the situation, and his opponents would argue that he perhaps wasn't strong enough in Gaza. And then looking at Mr. Gantz, the head of the Blue and White coalition, he's got many years of military experience, so that's popular with many voters. But then again, he lacks the geopolitical experience, the strong relationships built up over many years with other world leaders like Modi and Trump and Putin. So this is definitely an issue that will be on voters' minds. It can play for and against both of the main candidates.
One of the obstacles on Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's way are the charges that he faces. He's going to a pre-trial in a fortnight. So how dangerous are these charges? Imagine he cannot succeed in putting together an immunity law. Does he have to eventually resign if he gets indicted or not? How dangerous is that situation he's in?
Well, there's the legal opinion and then there's the voters' opinion. So blue and white supporters certainly, blue and white have been campaigning against Netanyahu, against the corruption charges. But there's a legal opinion that says that even if he's indicted, that he doesn't have to resign. And that certainly there will be appeal processes. And that could take many months. So these are, it's a dangerous issue certainly for the Prime Minister, but one that could still drag on for months.